Shalom Yashrali Yahawada, Brother Malak. Brother Malak, back with a biblical breakdown. Brother Malak, back with a biblical breakdown. This one is titled, the subject will be the covenant, the blood covenant, the blood covenant. And let's decipher who the blood covenant is for. Psalms 83. I'm going to start it off with Psalms 83 because this is going to really give understanding. Because it makes too much sense. Psalms 83, 1 through 6, it says, "Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh." It says, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult." So Yahweh has enemies. So who is the enemies of Yahweh? It says, "And they that hate you, thee." So not only does Yahweh have enemies, these enemies hate him. Look at that. The God of, or whom they ignorantly call God, Yahweh, the one that controls everything, that has created everything, that's all powerful, all knowing. Even he has enemies, according to this prophecy, according to the writing. The prophecy, Psalms 83 says, "Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate you have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people." They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And I'm saying that over on purpose. Because once you realize those that have taken crafty counsel against the people of Israel and of Judah, that's Yahweh's people, you'll realize that the covenant, the blood covenant, can only be for one people. It can only be for one people, and it's for the people that these other people have taken crafty counsel against. Ahach, ahach. It says, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people," you so-called blacks, Haitians, Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Brazilians, Cubans, Native Indians, Choctaw, Blackfoot, Cherokee, etc., etc. You Israelites. It says, "They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation." They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee." And it's going to tell you who these nations are that's confederate against the children of Judah and the children of Israel. It says the tabernacles of Edom. That's a no-brainer. Arch nemesis number one. It says the tabernacles of Edom. Edom, Idumea. Now, who is that? That is your so-called Caucasian man. That lineage. It says, "And the Ishmaelites." Arch nemesis number two. That is the so-called Arab man and his descendants. It says of Moab, so-called Asian or Chinese man and his descendants, the Hagarians. I believe those are other Ishmaelites. Jabal, I believe the same. It says in Ammon, the Japanese. It says in Amalek, more Edomites, and the Philistines, more Africans. Those Hamitic nations, the Philistines. It says with the inhabitants of Tyre. It says Ashur also is joined with them. They have hopened the children of Lot, Salah. So these nations have taken crafty counsel against the children of Judah and the children of Israel. Crafty counsel, man. So that I brought that out first because now you can't say that the covenant is for every nation, because there's nations that have conspired against the chosen nation, so that the chosen nation can't keep the contract, the covenant, the blood covenant, the blood contract. They conspire against this nation. So that's the whole point of Psalms 83, 1 through 6. And Psalms 83, 1 through 6 is a powerful chapter and verses. So now that we have established that the blood covenant people has people that are conspiring against it, everybody can't be under that blood covenant or that blood contract. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31, it says, we'll start at verse 27. It says, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Israel is the northern kingdom, the native Indians and the Latin tribes. Judah is the southern kingdom, the black Haitians and Jamaican tribes. It says, with the seed of man and with the seed of beast. It says, and it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict. Yeah, all of these captivities and all of these situations and calamities, if you will, the curses that Yahweh has put upon his people. And that'd be the thing, man. If Yahweh did this unto his own children, what do you think he's going to do to you heathens? I mean, do you Gentiles think about that? How ignorant, how stupid can y'all be? If the God of all creation did this to his own people, what is he going to do to y'all? That's what I'd be thinking the whole time. It says, Jeremiah 31, 27, it says, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah with the seed of man and with the seed of beast. And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict. You know, other precepts come to my head. I will bear the indignation of the Lord. You know, why is Yasharala Yahweh so spoiled, etc., etc. It says, in those days they shall say no more, the fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge. But every one shall die for his own iniquity. Every man that eateth the sour grape, his teeth shall be set on edge. Behold, more to the point, the days come, said Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant. Remember, we the ones that took the covenant in Egypt, you know, with Moses, the blood covenant. It says, behold, in the days, or Salak, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel, the northern kingdom, so-called native Indians, Latins, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Mexicans, North American Indians, West Indians, or Seminole Indians and whatnot. It says, and with the house of Judah, so-called blacks, African Americans, Haitians, Jamaicans, West Indians. You got the Seminole Indians, West Indians, and they all the same people. But one is the northern kingdom, one is the southern kingdom. So you black and brown tribes, it says Jeremiah 31, 31, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers, and that in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, when we originally made the first covenant, or when we originally wrote off on the first contract, so to speak, in the land of Egypt, which my covenant they broke, although I was a husband unto them, said the Lord, said Yahweh. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said Yahweh. I will put my laws in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, their spirits. The spirit man, the spirit woman, the spirits, or spirit man, if you will. It says, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. It says, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know Yahweh, for they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, said Yahweh. For I will forgive their iniquities, and I will remember their iniquities, their sins no more. Thus said Yahweh, which give the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon by night, and of the stars for a light by night, which divides the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Yahweh of hosts is his name. If those ordinances, so if these lights, these luminaries, the sun, the moon, the stars, Yahweh is saying to Jeremiah the prophet, and us, and to us prophets, and to us, to whomever this word, those that read the word, our, the Israelites' word, you see, you hear, you conceive. It says, if those ordinances depart from before me, said Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus said Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel, all of the 12 tribes, technically 13 tribes. And you will hear me say that out of all the apostles and prophets and teachers and scholars, because I mean, the tribe of Dan did exist, the tribe of Dan, but technically 13, but 12 tribes. It says, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, said Yahweh. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that the city shall be built to Yahweh from the tower of what is that? Hananeel unto the gate of the corner. But the whole just part that I wanted you listeners to get, you Israelites that's out there that listen to these digital epistles, and to you agents, we know you agents be listening as well, listening to the gods, man. Basically, man, Yahweh has not done away with his people. And these devils know he hasn't done away with his people. They know who his people is. And this is why these nations continue to most degree continue to do what they do. Vex and oppress and suppress the chosen holy people. So that's Prophet Jeremiah. And then we can go to or two or more witnesses, man. We can go to Hebrews 8:8 as well. Hebrews 8:8, it says, for finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, well, I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, said Yahweh. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, said Yahweh, I will put my laws in their inward hearts, their spirit, the spirit man, the spirit. And I will be unto them a God, a power, and they shall be to me a people. That says, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, no, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. With that, that's how we know that we're not in the second, we're not solely we're not solely into the new covenant just yet. We're like transitioning into the new covenant, because if we were solely and ultimately within the new covenant and its totality, then we would be changed. We will have those bodies. We will be changed. We will be gods. We will be immortals. We will no longer sin. That's the whole point of coming into the new covenant, the second covenant. We will no longer be subjugated to iniquity. We will no longer be subjugated to sin. We will no longer be subjugated to go off and follow these damn heathens. How about that? Because when you go into the accounts, that really was our problem. Kept wanting to be like the Gentile nations, kept wanting to serve false gods and idols and bricks and stones and woods and rocks. Just stupid stuff, man. Illegitimate things, man. And it makes you angry. But when you really have the knowledge of these scrolls, you know that Yahweh made it for us to go off. How about that? Yahweh made it to where the Israelites were supposed to go off. If we wasn't, then there wouldn't be a new covenant to achieve. There wouldn't be a new covenant to achieve or to grab. For the creature is subject to vanity, not willingly, but etc., etc., and more precepts upon precepts. So that's why we always say this is definitely a movie. It's definitely a movie, man. And let me grab Job. And everybody is fulfilling out their lots. The scriptures, the script, the scriptures, the script. Fulfill your lot, fulfill your role. Everybody is called unto their role. But I wanted Job 12. Job 12, verse 10. It says, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. Verse 16, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. He controls all things. He controls everything. For the very hairs on your head is numbered. For the stars are numbered and named. For the sands of the beach are numbered. Everything, man. So the Bible is really the greatest from rags to tremendous glory. This is really that type of story right here, man. And really not even from rags, because we really were we really didn't come from rags, really. You know, Abraham was a blessed man. Father Abraham was a blessed man. But Yahweh loves dramatics. Yahweh loves an underdog. Yahweh loves that dog, that fight. Everybody loves a person that has that dog in them. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. You see that when you look at these sports. You see that when you look at certain movies in the world, certain sports in the world, certain things of the world. So Yahweh, he is the ultimate director. I wanted to grab, I don't have my apocrypha on me. It's some precepts, some scriptures, some prophecies that I want out of the apocrypha, but I don't have it on me. But let's grab, ain't gonna be too long. I'm gonna wrap this up, but Jeremiah, Prophet Jeremiah. Prophet Jeremiah, in verse 23, it says, O Yahweh, I know that the way of a man or woman or child, for that matter, is not in himself. It is not in man that walk to direct his steps. And I say that to bring it back home, that Yahweh ordained for the Israelites to go off and then come back on. Yahweh ordained for these heathens to be heathens and to do what they do. The antagonist and the protagonist. But the covenant, man, the blood covenant, the blood contract was always for the Israelites. And the Israelites are the only ones under that blood covenant, that blood contract. No other nation is under that blood covenant, blood contract. Romans 9, the whole chapter, Paul puts it in perspective. Romans 9, the whole chapter, Paul makes it clear as a bright day with no shades on your face. Paul makes it clear. So with that, I'm going to say, Call Halam La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakat Kadash, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shai, for opening up these scrolls, the wisdom, the knowledge, which is top tier. And these scrolls, man, it's marvelous seeing that these prophecies are playing out. It's marvelous that the dust is out of the or not so much out of, but it's marvelous how the dust is being blown off these books that have been closed for a long time. And that's spiritually speaking, metaphorically speaking, an analogy. Shalom.